Hey everyone, I'm Dana Carmel, a songwriting teacher based in Brooklyn, New York, and I am so passionate about helping people channel their creativity into music. That is how I channel my creativity into music and into songwriting, and I hope to be your trusted source for holistic songwriting here on YouTube. If you want to work with me one-on-one, go to danacarmel.com. You can find out how to do that there. And then any other sources or resources that I use in the lessons will be in the caption notes. So let's get started with our lesson. Hey guys, welcome back to Life of a Songwriter. I'm your host, Dana Carmel, and this week I have been doing so much listening of music. It's kind of amazing actually, because I've been so inspired to just listen to new music. Obviously, we know that Taylor Swift came out with a new album, The Tortured Poets Department. Yes, it's hard to say, TTPD. And I've been listening to that a lot, but that's also inspired me to go and listen to some other new albums that I have been hearing, and then just went down a rabbit hole and found artists that don't have that new of albums out, but I just hadn't heard before. And so I just thought, I'm gonna share a Spotify playlist of my soundtrack for this week so that you can hear what I've been listening to. Like literally, I haven't been watching any TV. I've just been sitting on my couch with the lyrics. I love to listen to music while I read the lyrics. It just kind of pops out more. It's just been amazing. I myself am in the studio, and so been really listening to what other people are doing, techniques in the studio. Yeah, it's been really incredible. So some of the artists, I listened to Taylor. So it is Taylor Swift heavy, just my standouts, my initial standout from this album. I listened to Ariana Grande's new album. I think it came out a couple weeks ago, and there are a few gems on that, so I put some on there. And then there's this artist that I just discovered. His name is Teddy Sings. Have you heard? He is incredible. His voice is incredible. And then I ended it with just like a fun little number from Sabrina, Carpenter. And I started it with an artist by the name of Monet. And I found one of her songs just in a random playlist like months ago, but listened to some more of her album, and this one song that I start with, it's so good. Heads up, there is some explicit language, so just want to throw that out there. Yeah, it's just like 13 songs. I have them on repeat right now. Just like I said, I've been in the studio, and so really been actively listening to what about these songs I like. Mostly it's been the melody. Melody is huge for me. So, the first song I put of Taylor's Guilty Sin, there's that melody in the chorus, which she does on the word mine. It's so good. And, mind, not mine, mind. Yeah, there's just lots of melodies, I'm listening to the drums, like the kind of drums, the bass, what makes a song sound so modern? What makes a song sound retro? Like some of Teddy Sings songs sound a little bit more retro. And my songs tend to be a little bit more guitar heavy. So what sounds go with songs that are more guitar heavy? To get some synths in there, it's different. It's going to be different sounding. So it's been so cool. And the main thing about all these recordings that I am just blown away by is the vocal production, the vocal performance, really. And it is a lot harder to get a great vocal performance than you would think, because you're in the studio, you're doing it through a microphone, you really need to convey the emotion. I think that has been something that I've really been trying to improve on and just learn and get better at. It's one thing to do it in a room when you're live, it's another to do it on a recording. So it's been really cool to hear. Ariana Grande is like the queen. Her voice is just insane. And one of the songs I put on there is a song that she did with Mariah Carey, because Mariah Carey is her voice is just undeniable. It's just incredible. And this album, Ariana's album, is giving very Mariah 1990s, 1991 or whatever. So it was cool. I just threw that on there because you gotta hear Mariah's vocals. It's just so good. So yeah, it's just a fun playlist, things I'm listening to, things I'm thinking about while I'm listening to. just the little sounds, you know, what makes it drop when you go into the chorus and there's kind of like a drop. They take out like the bass or they take out the guitar, and you know, the ways to do that so that I can go into the studio with my producer and kind of talk about things that I'm thinking about, and you know, and really then work on my vocal performance and vocal production. And yeah, it's a great soundtrack to be listening to. It feels super inspired, and yeah, I'm so inspired by how much new music is out there, new music to me, and just new music, and how cool it is for people to be making music and just putting it all out there. Yeah, I know like a lot of people are interpreting Taylor's "Who Is It About" and "What's it this," and same with Ariana probably, and it, to me, that stuff just doesn't matter. It's really about the songs and how it makes you feel, and if you can put yourself in the protagonist's shoes as opposed to thinking about who it's about. So yeah, that's been also interesting to just listen to, is like listen as a song and not as a observer of who it might be about. So just food for thought. So enjoy this week's Spotify playlist. It's the soundtrack for April 29th, 2024. I hope you enjoy. I'll catch you next time on Life of a Songwriter. Ciao.